Okay, I think now we're live on YouTube. I'm going to start
Okay.
introducing myself so you can know a little bit more about me. I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages. I intend to work with them in the future as a translator or interpreter. Let me see. I love animals. I like eating. And that's it about me. How about you?
Like animals? Mel, do you have a pet?
A few.
Okay. My name is Anderson. I'm a 46 years old. I have a children. Uh, I was born in Porto Alegre, but here here no, but actually I live in Ponta Grossa, Paraná. I I am married. I have three children. In my free time, now I learn English and I I play the songs. I read the books and I study English and study the grammar. Understand? Because I I went to fluency in English and I like to run in street, but sometimes, but actually, I don't have time. Uh, just I like to play my songs, my free time, and I like to watch the films and series, but I, but just uh, very poor and staying faithful. Understand?
Yep.
And uh, just eat Mel.
Okay, that's nice. So, today we're going to talk about the theme thinking outside the box, exploring innovative problems solving techniques. So, just a few informations about no, just some information about the platform. Talking Talk is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin. In the future, we'll be able to practice other languages too. And here's a safe place to express our opinion, to express our ideas, to make mistakes. We're not here to judge anybody. We are here to make mistakes, to learn. And I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to teach you anything, but everybody's going to learn a lot from here, from each other's experiences and point of views, different things. That's it. And just as a reminder, this is a conversation 100% in English. Of course, if we don't remember some words in a few words in Portuguese, that's okay to say in Portuguese, but it's mainly in English, okay? So,
Okay.
I think now we can start because if other people appear, we can say hi to them too. About the first question, can you read it and answer?
Okay, I read first question. Just can you describe a time when you had to solve a difficult problem using an innovation approach? That I don't remember, but sometimes in my job I have difficult problems in using this an innovation approach. But right now at my work, we are uh, changing the scheduling, including another ship and people didn't went. I because it was a change of culture. But with arguments, we have to convince uh, presenting the best part and the importance for the company and how much everyone will uh, benefit, beneficiados, understand? But uh, innovation approve, I don't remember this innovation approve, but uh, every day is have a convencer and a aplicar uh, hum, uh, uh, algumas condições, but superar, né? Solve a difficult problem. And you know,
Yeah, I cannot remember right now a specific moment, a specific situation where I had to solve a problem, a difficult problem, using an innovate approach. But I think it's always like it's about the way we face it. Even though I don't remember right now one moment, I think when that happens, like when we have to solve a difficult problem, it's about the way we face it. We can face it contrariados. We can face it let me see, a little like without wanting solving the problem. We just wanna um complain about it. But sometimes it's necessary for us to understand that it's necessary to solve it and to search for as much as information as we can, so we can really provide a solution that is really compatible with the problem. And I think the research in general on the internet with different people that has already went go through that problem, for us to get some advices, for us to understand more about how we can innovate that. And I remember, I don't know if that was real, but there's a story, for example, where there was a company that produzia pasta de dente, for example. Do you know this story? And then there were some moments.
though I don't I don't know this story, but I understand.
Hmm.
Continue.
So this company had a problem where some boxes of the tooth
Patch
toothbrush, yeah,
brush.
yeah, that's pasta de dente, uh,
Uh-huh.
was sending were being sending vazias, empty, totally empty.
Okay.
There wasn't the product
Okay.
inside of the box. So there was a story, and many engineers and people try to solve it. Like, what can we do? The balance to measure the weight of the box to see if that was really the product there. But anything worked, basically. But then one funcionário, one estagiário, for example, just said, "What if we put a huge fan?"
Yes.
So
I don't
on
know.
the box, so the box that is empty will not have the weight enough to handle the vento, so the wind.
Understand.
So the empty boxes were taken off.
Wow. Okay.
So there were
Uh,
only the boxes with the products inside. I think that was
very
a
good.
great solution. I don't really know if that's real. I think so, but that's just a
Very good.
story that I've listened and that I use it as an example. Like sometimes we think too difficult. We think that we need a hard solution, a difficult solution, but sometimes it's just a simple thing that we can do to solve it.
Very good. But I remember the history with writing in moon. The astronauts writing paper in the relators in moon in a lot of engineers desenvolver uh, um, a pen, caneta is pen,
Mhm.
Então, desenvolver uma caneta, pen e write in the uh, gravitation, without gravitation. But they no, that's very a lot of many engineers in the very expensive with uh, pressurizada pen because don't without gravidade, understand? In
Mhm.
moon and the NASA, but one employer, funcionário, have an idea de use the pencil lápis,
Yeah.
yeah, I pencil write in paper in the moon, very very cheap, very simple, and very engineers ficaram, né? Oh my God, just pencil is a solution. But just history. I don't sei se é verdade, understand? But I remember this history. But next question,
Go.
do you read second question two, please?
Yeah. What techniques do you use to brainstorm, innovate solutions to problems?
Do you read Mr. Innovation? You?
Yeah. Let me see. I think research are always which related to new techniques because we need to have some background on it to have some information about it so we can create something new. Of course, just by a leg person can know can have a solution, a simple solution, but I think it's always better to have some background on the area that we're talking about. And let me see, but it's always about research, like, and to think outside the box. That's the theme, to think different ways, not so maybe not so common solutions that people would do to try to solve it. Sometimes it's something that we didn't even think about, and I think that that's related to, for example, when a professional knows exactly what they have to do. There's another story, like for another example, that a ship, do you know the ship on the sea and all,
Ship,
had a problem. Yeah,
ship. I don't know.
navio.
Ah, okay.
The ship had a problem, and people couldn't solve the problem because there will be water coming in from the sea into the ship, and anybody uh, everybody didn't know what to do in that case because the water would just come in, and they couldn't stop that the water from coming into the ship. But there was a professional from another country, like, oh, far away from the ship, that tried to with him, and he knew exactly which um parafuso. I don't know parafuso, but they knew exactly which parafuso to adjust, to fix, and the problem was solved after so
Oh,
many hours because he knew exactly what they needed to do. Anybody knew, just him. And he had his price. After that, he said, "Okay, so it's 2 million, $2 million." And people, what? But you just adjust a parafuso. But he said, and did you know which one? Because I know, and I did, and it doesn't matter the how fast I did, but I did it because I knew it exactly which one to adjust. if you didn't have me here, you would lose many and more than $2 million. So it's cheap. So it's cheaper than just trying to solve it by yourself. You wouldn't know that. So he got bad after that, and that's it. I think sometimes we just need the right person, a person that knows very much about that subject, because they can have the exactly the solution that you needed in that situation, for example.
Mm, very good. Just
And
quite
how
a
about
full.
you?
For me, and with me, question two, where, what techniques do you use to brainstorm innovation solution to problem? But I analyze the problem in our slides, no, sides and possibilities. Identify the resource with that will be needed, and after everything is defined, I direct the employers in my keep creative expectation and talk about the subject little by little with the interested parties. Because I know I agree. I believe the communication is always the best way to convince people on sometimes. Uh, just my just my this my technique, because all day I have uh, problems problems with solution resolve resolve problem in my job every day. But communication is always the best way. Understand?
Yeah. So can you read and
More
answer
or
my
less.
question?
Understand more or less.
Yeah.
Three. Question three. How do you encourage other the other two things outside the box when faced with a challenging problem? How do you encourage it? And question three, encourage it. Um, in my job, in my work, I like to give the objective and wait for ideas and solutions. But there are few people who have his profile of leading and of presenting solutions. But when I identify someone with this profile, immediately stimulate and give task to uh,
I cannot.
employ. Uh, sorry for my
Yeah.
your
I, I can hear you now.
here, okay. In the apply the solution presented to motivate the person who presented the idea. My job just I started motivated the people with communication,
Now, if you
how
can you put
how can
the
how can work out to solution, understand the problem, conhecer, but how can very the solution.
Okay, say something. It's kind of bash, but I can hear you. Kind of. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. But that's okay. No problem. Yeah, kind of. Now I can't hear you at all.
Ah, good.
Good.
You listen to me?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
no
My
problem.
other headphone have a problem.
That's
uh,
okay.
okay, do you understand my answer?
If you want to say it again, because in the middle it just
Uh,
stopped.
just in middle again in the fourth question, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I speak with the communication is very important. Understand? Uh,
Hmm.
very important. My job is very always the solution have a problem, the new situation. But I, my job is have a trucks, understand trucks, and sometimes the trucks um, mm, uh, later understand and the very problem, but some uh, communication is very important to solution in the job in the in, I speak the solutions for employers to motivation. Understand?
Yeah.
Uh, I always try to apply ample the solutions presented the motivate or the person who present the ideas. But it's very routine in my job.
Okay. That's
Okay.
interesting. I'd say basically it's too like the communication. I think it's essential for having a great for being what's the for being everybody be aligned with each other thoughts each other's thoughts. And one thing too, like to be an example. I think there's not um more it's not more encouraging than being an example to people, because people wanna they see you are an example for them, so they wanna do the same things. They want to get better. And I think just by being around great people that wants to improve, not just to I don't know, to do anything. They want to improve, they want to get better at something. Just by being around these people is better, because people will not turn their face to the problem and hope everything's okay. No, they will try to search for a solution too. So that's why I think it. And yeah, so that's it. Basically, being an example, because people who has an example is they see they can count on you too, because you are facing the problem too. They don't see you being a leader, for example. uh, you are in a different level. They see you as part of the team trying to solve the problem too. So I think it's important to have this connection with the employees, for example, in that case, and to really um, understand that it's not one person against the other. It's everybody against the problem, and
Very
that's
good.
it.
Yes, understand the problem is very good, but very good.
Yeah. And the number four, what role does creativity play in your problem solving process? Mm,
For
go ahead. You can answer.
uh, but creativity plays is a very important role in environments live in all situations. I use imagination to see the solution amplified and identifying the resource needed to execute and checking if it is possible to obtain these resources is essential to achieve the expected result. Creative, creative is very important in always in situation, always in very important creative. And you,
Yeah, I think it's so important to, like, it's, as you said, essential for solving a problem, especially like a different problem that people didn't face before, or people who didn't face before. That for many people in that case, for example, it's the first time they see something like that. So they have to be very creative to solve it the best way they can. And it's related. It's not like to solve a different problem without creativity. We have to be creative to have different ideas, to have different solutions, and to eventually solve the problem, the initial problem. So I think it's like that. Without creativity, it would it wouldn't be possible to solve many things, because it's always about the creativity to think different things, to try different things, and it's like that. That's it.
important.
So can you read and answer the next question, number 5?
Five. Can you share an example of a problem that was solved through a collaborative effort and innovative thinking? I for I usually innovate through collaborative. Um, but I'm okay. I don't usually have great ideas. I like to copy what what has already been done, adapting into my reality in my situation with my resource or by uh, other resource or analysis have a money by the resource and sometimes I copy. I understand, but I don't have it. I don't usually have a great idea, but the employers sometimes have great ideas. But me, I have I always already been done what has. Um, in claro, em life, nada se cria, né? Auto copy in transformation for my situation. And you?
Yeah, I see it. I think, let me see another example. I think I can use the same example I did before, like with the company that produced the tooth. Man, I have to search. I'm not going to. Toothpaste. That's it. So about the company that produces it, because there were this um, problema, this generalizado, this problem, because people, I no, that wasn't generalizado, but there were many people involved in that situation,
Uh-huh.
trying their best with different ideas and all, and the idea of solving it the way it was solved could come from anybody. So I think always working in a team is better for finding a solution for a different problem, because different people have different ideas with different thoughts, different minds, different backgrounds that can help in that specific situation. So I think it's always better to count on some people, someone to solve a problem when it's something more difficult, and not try to solve it by yourself, because it has less probability for you to solve it, because you are only one person. But with other minds thinking about it, they can have different thoughts on it, and they
Mm-hmm.
can give different advices, different ideas, and sometimes it's not the complete solution. Maybe they start and think other thing, but the other person says the beginning of the other and completes. So it's the everybody together that can help to find innovate solutions to different problems, especially nowadays. And I think with technology, I don't really know because I'm not really into technology, but I think like with now that can be that no can be there will be different problems than we had past in the past. So I think now different people working on it can be very useful, talking about solving problems, let's say.
Understand? Yes, I agree.
And the next question, very nice. Next question, let me see. Number 6. How do you stay motivated when an innovative solution doesn't work out as planned?
Mm, uh, mm, probably. Changing plans must be uh, far foreseen. I call it Plan B. Understand? And sometimes we have to put into practice and motivate myself. We knowing that it is part of the event, and we have to reach the expected the result. And I always I speak for me always. The challenge is our energy. Understand? But I have a plan B sometime. I have a plan B always. And motivated. Yeah, solution. No, don't we no doesn't work out as planned. I have a plan B. Understand? And plan B or the other people. use it for make a solution, or I don't know, but uh, sometimes have applicate the plan B. Understand? Bill
Yeah.
Mel. Uh, with do you uh, do you innovation? Sorry, stay among. Do you applicate this with situation?
I think it's about um talking about a motivation. It's related with a thing, a solution that doesn't work. I think it's related to the expectation that we have over it. So sometimes it's better, especially when in these situations where we don't actually know what the problem is and what we can do to solve it. So we have to control it, our expectations, because I think it's better for us not to to quebrar a cara in that case, for us not to be sad about a solution that doesn't work. It's part of the process until we can get really good at something. We have to go through a process, and I think having solutions that doesn't solve, that doesn't work, is part of the process too. And it's important to think that to keep you motivated, to to control your expectations over something, especially over something that you don't really know because it's the first time you're doing it, a first solution that you try to create, but it's not perfect. So you have to control your expectations over it, as I said, and to just to trust the process, because everything will in the end will be okay. If anything, if anything work in that case, you can, okay, that wasn't really necessary. Let's desativar this thing here, and let's move on to other things because we couldn't for now to solve this problem. But maybe um, days after that, they can have a different idea and try to solve it. I think that's a really great point. Like sometimes we are so into the subject that we try to find a solution that something obvious we don't see because we think it's something difficult, a difficult solution. But after taking some time, for example, if that's a work, when we go to our house and then in the other day we come with a different mind, we took some time for us to think on other things, maybe then we can have a better solution because we now have a different mind and are more relaxed about the not so stressed about the problem, I'd say.
Relax, very good, very important. Relax, calm, uh, with for solution happy.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
So
you with
you
me
wanna yeah,
with as hang on. Seven a question or
yeah,
no
number
no
7.
seven. Okay. What are some common obstacles to innovative problem solving, and how can they be overcome? Um, some 7 o'clock. Have a problem. This every this always the sorry, always we always have to predict problems with uh, weather conditions and rainfall and power outage, and to overcome obstacles, always keep calm. understand. I learned a very wise phrase that say NHS, NHS, na hora sai em português, né? Que até eu olhei em inglês que diz on time comes out. Because it has a, we always have a problem the winter with weather conditions. Uh, sometimes I think this uh, uh, pensar this condition e identifique the mod or the make to no stop e da hora vai dar certo, understand? And you obstacle to innovation problem. So, we know o que você faz, Mel.
I'd say, like, in that case, what are some common obstacles? Um, for example, if we are talking about innovating, solving, solving, innovate, problem solving, we're talking about a new, especially about new problems, because problems that we didn't have before. So it requires, of course, innovate solving progress. So I think in that case, it's always better, as said, to work in a team, to think more, to think better, to think in different solutions. And common obstacles in that case, like, I think that there could be many, because each situation is a different situation. So each situation can have different obstacles. And but I think one thing is related to it, that has in probably the majority part of these cases, are the combat, the people, the relation of the people that are working on it, because their communication, actually, because they need to have a great communication together, so they can really find a solution for that. And if they don't have, for example, so that's something that can happen in many situations. They will not have a they will not be aligned with each other. They will not solve the problem, basically, because they will try to just impose their own ideas and will not be aligned, so everything wouldn't go right, basically. I think that's something that we need to pay attention to, because it's that's the way, that's the way that we'll solve the problem. So if we are not aligned, if we don't have the same purpose, the same goal, actually, we won't be able to solve the problem. So it's always important to keep everybody aligned with the one thing in mind. By solving the problem, or solving the cause of the problem, it's important, I'd say.
Okay, very important.
And
Next.
about, yeah, the next one, number 8. How do you balance the need for innovate solutions with the constraints of time and resources?
Hmm. I try to apply it calmly and gradually carry or out the step of the solution to reach the result. Very, this very calm communication with the peoples we do the result of problem uh, is very calm and very graduation, step by step. sabe? É very important no uh, pressionar peoples in each in this step by step. Very important uh, in you, Mel.
In that, I'd say like in that case, it's totally it's it's complicated because we always have to manage it in different cases, the need of innovate solutions with the time and resources. Sometimes we need it very badly and we have resources. No, and we have time, but we don't have resources. Or we need the solution as fast as soon as possible, but we don't have time and resources. Sometimes we have time, but we don't have the resources enough. Sometimes, anything can happen. And in that case, I think there's not one magical solution for that. It's always about taking risks because you can try to go for it now to save time, but maybe that will be the solution will be not so complete. But if you have more, let me see, more resources, but you don't have time, so you think you have enough resources, you think now you have a great solution, but you didn't have the time to really focus on the solving problem. So the solving the solving the innovation is not so complete because you didn't have time to complete it more. So it's always about taking risks and about the risk that you want to take. You need to choose one. Even by doing nothing, by doing anything, it's already a decision. You can decide to go for one way, another way, or just staying doing anything about it. That is another decision that you're making. So it's about analyzing the risks that you're taking in that situation and go for it, because it's not possible always to be 100% sure of something, with 100% sure that anything bad will happen, that any imprevisto will happen. Anything can happen. So it's important to have this mentality of knowing that anything can happen, and that's okay. We just have to to overcome it, to overcome the obstacles that we have during the path to achieve something, for example.
Understand. I agree with you. But
So can you read number 9 and answer?
number nine, what tools or resource do you think most helpful in developing innovation solution? Me too. In my opinion, more people and several ideas and everyone being involved in the problem to think together about the solution, encouraging in everyone to think about the solution, to seek a solution to the problem. My opinion is very uh, these people pensar, understand mind the problem e buscar a solution. In my opinion, is very important. But just me, uh, so the solution, some my way is very can my way can the better way understand. And then in other opinion, in more people, I speak the problem, him sorry, ele dá idea, other idea, and speak the problem, and solutions uh, happy. You know, in my opinion, they talk for talk to talk to problem in other people, more people's help the solution of problem. And you, what tools and resource do you
Uh,
find?
Most helpful, yeah, in developing innovative situations. I'd say, like as you said, to invest in people because people, I don't know, like the technology can be a way, like some tools, some different tools to solve a problem. Maybe the maybe no, the technology has much to 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 help in that case, in that situations. You can search on it, you can take some, you can do many things with the technology in general, so that can be useful for solving a problem. So it can be used uh, as an important tool in general. But as you said, like to invest in people, if that's possible, to invest in people that really can help you. Of course, that's interesting to have someone's that doesn't even know really much the subject, because they can have a different mind. Sometimes they can see something obvious, but for you it wasn't. And but especially to work with a team that is really aligned, as I said, and who really tries to solve the problem, not just to see their own side. And if that's their time is off, maybe they don't even care more about the problem. I think it's important to keep it like that by having different people that really engaged, that really wants to solve the problem, that really can help it. And yeah, that that's it. People who are really into it, into solving the problem, not just doing
Okay,
what they need to do.
yes, I understand. I agree.
But that's it. And I have one more question that is not on the list, but I would like you to answer. And the question is, what did you learn today? It can be about a different words that you learned in English, or anything like more a lesson of life, anything that you learned today. Can you say something?
Okay. No, repeat, please. I don't understand.
What did you learn today?
What is what? But first, my first time, just one person, understand? Just
Mm-hmm.
we and me. But I learned to this uh, have a when have a problem in the very in the maintain very calm and see the resource in the see in the peoples in the idea in good ideas uh, virão aparecerão, understand? But very good now class host no class in the conversation very good talking English in the morning and Saturday, Sunday in the all days is very good for me. But the subject is very interesting, apesar de very complexo, but it's very good. Always the good experience. Speak English, learn English every
Very
day.
nice. Very nice. That's
Okay,
it. I am glad I'm here. And
okay,
that's it. I just put the survey link on the chat. So if you can leave a comment, telling how was the conversation for you. And if you have
Okay.
any suggestions, any different ideas about different topics that we can talk about, just leave it there too. And that's
Okay.
it. I hope you liked this conversation as much as I did, because this topic I think it's really great for us to think more about it. Sometimes it's something we don't really think about it, but it's important. So thank you very much for being here, and
Thank
that's it.
you. That's
Thank
it.
you.